do something like that.
Hey, we're back. This is the best Irish cheese and the Grande Stefande. Or
Hola, this is the Grande Stefande.
muy mucho bueno. Buenos
¿Cómo
dias.
estás?
Locos tacos. And I'm a racist. Okay. Do you have anything you want to start with?
I do have a B plus in my Spanish class.
Oh, yeah, B plus.
I don't know a lick of Spanish though.
Okay, what does muy mean?
That's not a. I'm pretty sure that's not a word.
I've told you what this word means. Muy is very. I
I've
think.
never.
I hope so, or else I'm gonna look like an idiot.
They don't. They don't
Muy.
say very. They don't use terms like that.
Muy.
What they do is like they add like extra like letters into the words. I'm pretty sure.
No, muy, I'm almost positive it means very.
Google.
Don't you have a universal voice translator thing on your phone?
No, I'm
I've
no.
got two. I'm not really sure how well they work though because I can't understand
How
the
would
other
you spell
language.
muy?
I don't know.
No, it's a word. I'm pretty sure it's a word. Never mind. I'm dumb. Um,
Trust me, I know the saying. I listened to a little bit of a Spanish podcast this one time. And they used
there's
words like
Spanish
muy.
podcasts.
Yeah.
They have internet.
No, it's like people that do it's like people that are experts in Spanish doing podcasts.
Oh, okay. So like maybe
Yeah.
like teaching
Once in a while I
Spanish.
listen to a little bit to pick up here and there.
I used to
Because
know Italian.
yeah. Yeah, I work with so many Mexicans. I figured, contract I need to know a little bit, so I try to learn a little bit here and there.
Lower A on the racist A.
Racist. It's racist to say that I work with Mexicans. I work with Americans and black people too.
Good. But you didn't mention
It's
Asians.
just I can't understand the Mexicans.
Am I the only one that finds it like a little obnoxious going into a restaurant and then just hearing really loud Mexicans speaking very, you
I'm
know?
always afraid they're talking about me.
I had a friend in my homeroom who graduated yesterday, and he could speak Spanish.
I know somebody who can apparently. Let me think. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I know somebody that can speak fluent, like flawless Spanish, but honestly, I can't remember. And I'm just wondering, if you play music, like I'm playing music in my headphones really quietly, and it sounds really awesome.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, I know. I'm listening to Aerosmith right now, and it's very common listening to the background.
The my microphone's so sensitive, and I'm wearing a skull. I have skull candy headphones on. I feel like it'd just pick it up.
Your microphone's very sensitive, but it dresses like a goth. Got it.
Yeah, it's emo.
Yeah, that's pretty emo headset.
I hate life.
Okay, pick a band for me to listen to while we're doing this. Let's see if I have them.
Hang on, let me.
Try to go with something you think I might actually have.
That's what I'm trying to do. Stupid mopeds. Go buy a car, you bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that band. No, 30 Seconds to Mars is too.
Well, I obviously have them.
Exactly. I love 30 Seconds to Mars.
That's not really good background music.
No, it's like plain
I'd rather
Skyrim
listen
music.
to 90s music. So I'm gonna play Vertical Horizon.
I would say play the Bee Gees.
The Bee Gees. I don't know if I have them.
You don't have the Bee Gees?
Hold on.
Too much Bee Gees.
I don't think I have them.
Wow. Prince.
Prince.
Yeah.
Who's that?
You don't know who Prince is?
No, I'm heterosexual. Remember?
Maybe I'm just like my mother.
No,
You don't know that song?
no.
I'm sure you have. If you listen to radio at all, you've heard it. Not
I
even
don't
like
really listen to the radio anymore.
Yeah,
I
me
listen
neither.
to like a lot of bands that nobody's heard of that become famous in 3 months, and I'm sitting there feeling like a hipster, saying
Yeah.
I was listening to them before they went mainstream. Like of Monsters and Men, I would listen to that whole album hundreds of times before anybody heard Little Talks.
They're the ones that are the British people, right?
Oh no, they're not British. I'm trying to remember where they're from. I
What?
don't remember, but they're not.
Give me a few
British.
lyrics from there.
You never heard of them?
I'm sure I've had them.
Oh, I'd play it for you, but I would be afraid of YouTube taking down this whole audio file.
Yeah.
Just
Are
look it
they-
up.
They're like Hey, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no,
Don't
no, no.
listen to a word I say. Hey.
Hey, yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
And that's
Are
like
you?
the one song everybody's heard from them.
Yeah, are you
But
sure
the
they're
whole
not
album is
British?
great. They're not British. They barely
Wow,
speak English. It's a second language to them.
wow, that's crazy. It's crazy that they sound good.
Oh, they're a great band.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the next album if it ever comes out.
yeah. Um, my mom for some reason thought that that was the Illumineers.
Ha! My mom too.
Really? That's
Oh my gosh! I just remembered a conversation I had with her because for some reason my dad wants to go to an Illumineers concert,
mm-hmm.
and I was playing it in the car, and I said, I wish these guys would come to town and play. And she said, yeah, we're going to see the Illumineers. It's like, Mom, this is not the Illumineers. This is of Monsters and Men.
Isn't they're folk, right? They do kind of folk rock.
I don't know who the Illumineers are. I can't remember them.
I'm pretty sure they're similar to Mumford and Sons in their style.
Yeah, I think they are. I can't remember the song. I'm sure I'd know it if I heard it, but I can't
Uh-huh.
remember anything, not even a melody.
Mumford and Sons is very relaxing.
Well, I hear, this is just a rumor I heard, but I heard their next album is supposed to be like an electric sound. I guess they're going to be like using the electric guitar.
Really?
That's what my brother told me.
So they're gonna be kind of heavier in their next
Yeah,
album. That'll be
but
cool.
that's assuming that my brother didn't get that source from a load of crap.
Yeah.
Anytime you feel like questioning me and proving me wrong, go right ahead. I welcome the knowledge.
Yeah. I don't know anything. I don't know. I'm not into the Lumineers. I'm not really into mainstream music that much.
I was listening to mainstream before it went mainstream.
I'm not that guy. I'm not a hipster. I wish it never.
I have glasses. I have 2 Apple computers, an iPhone, and its stupid French cap. The only
You have
difference
to have
between me and a
glasses.
regular hipster is my political views.
Yeah, let's say you're conservative.
Yeah, that's like the major difference. Is any other hipster would be a liberal. I'm the only one that's conservative.
Like, I'm annoyed by the stupidity of mainstream, more or less.
Well, mainstream's typically like Yahoo articles, which are not very enticing.
I'm speaking as like, I don't feel that. I think it's kind of. I feel losing faith in humanity when people said that they love Psy, the person that did Gangnam Style, but they hate Kim Jong Un. Whenever they have similar political views.
Yeah. Like one of his songs was it actually had the lyrics like "Kill all the Americans." I'm paraphrasing. I don't know the actual song, but when you buy that song, you're paying this communist guy who hates Americans and wants people to hate wants other people to hate Americans. You're giving him money to fund that campaign.
And then I always see pictures of people like there's a picture of the like the Snickers commercials where it's like, hey Jeff, eat a Snicker, you act gay whenever you're hungry or whatever, and it's
You're like a dick when you're hungry or something stupid like that.
yeah, and it was all like Kim Jong Un was like, I'm gonna nuke everyone, and then is like, hey Kim, eat a Snickers. Why? Because you get you become a nuclear terrorist when you're hungry. He eats it better, and then it shows a side, and it's like better. They're the same person. I'm sure, like, if Kim Jong Un made music, I'm sure it'd be similar. He would just make stupid music that has a
No,
catchy.
didn't you know Kim Jong Un actually made Gangnam Style? So I just stole it. If you ask Kim Jong Un, that's what he'll tell you.
I hated that fad. I hated Gangnam Style.
Oh, nope.
Oh,
Nope, nope, nope.
oh! I thought
Gangnam
Harlem
Style.
Shake was pretty funny. There were some pretty good Harlem Shakes.
What's that?
What?
What is that? What even is that?
You don't know what the Harlem Shake is?
No.
Color Rita, Rita, Rita. You don't know that one?
No.
I'll link you in the chat. Hang on, let me find one.
You can link me anytime you want.
I will link you. Wow.
Let's see.
Just look it up on YouTube, Harlem Shake.
Yeah, I'm already listening to music.
It's alright. I'll try to describe it. The Harlem Shake is pretty much like everyone will be doing whatever, it's acting normal, and there'll be one guy in the middle just dancing while the music's playing. And then when the drop, I guess, hits, it's not dubstep, but whenever the do the Harlem Shake, hits and like the catchy music pops on, they all just break out and dance.
Oh, I know that now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that became popular when like some fire guys were doing it, like firefighters.
That video
Isn't
was
that
hilarious.
the original video? Or was it just
Yeah,
firefighters sitting in the car and they all start dancing?
they were some pretty good
Yeah,
dancers
now
too.
I know what you're talking about.
They were good dancers.
Yeah, they practiced that, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
we had a senior assembly on Friday, and what a senior assembly is pretty much we all get in there and we talk for like 30 minutes about how the accomplishments of the seniors and all that. And then we'll do a video where it just shows all the senior pictures and which are professionally taken pictures, and then from when they're a baby and all that. And they just all of a sudden just did the Harlem Shake out of nowhere. It was pretty good.
Watch out. You never know when Golden Voice could just start doing one of those.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at doing terrible dances, I'm going to warn you.
I can't. I remember
me and my terrible rhythm dance. It's awful.
Me and my friends all went to our local rec center and played basketball. When we went back and we went to McDonald's. Center? Yeah, in a rec center.
Isn't that a porn store?
No, it's an adult store. Correct. But we all we went to McDonald's afterwards, and we're just listening to the radio, and Harlem Shake comes up, and so we're all like in the middle of the parking lot. This is a packed parking lot. We turn up the radio. We open the windows. I just get out and just start dancing, and we all pop out of the car, and I jumped on top of it and started humping it, and it was pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of humping that goes into the Harlem Shake.
You humped the car, and it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. Does your girlfriend know that you have been involved with this car?
I don't know. It was a very transforming
It was a one-time thing. You won't have it again, babe.
Hey, there's people that are into, having sex with their dogs. I'm into cars. You can't judge me. It's the way God made me.
I can try.
You heard about that girl, didn't you, that had sex with her dog?
Yeah, no. Ugh. Ew, why would you even say that?
I saw the video.
Ew.
It was funny.
What's wrong with you?
It was honestly funny. Like, the thing about the video was, like, it's about 1 minute and 30 seconds long, and the first, like, minute and 20 seconds is of the dog just going to town, and it's like, you can't see anything. And then, like, you could just hear the noises and stuff, and it's just funny. You're just laughing. And then about 1 minute and 25 seconds into the video, that dog gets up by the girl's face, and she just starts sucking its dick.
Ugh.
It's like that dog knew what to do, too.
That is just disgusting. Oh, I hope this is a fake story.
It's not, I swear. Look it up.
I'm not looking that up. I do not want that out of my internet browsing history.
What's wrong with people? Like, that's not even a bad video, like, in like, shock video world.
What's really bad?
What's really bad?
Well, what's really bad about that is a minor boner.
Apparently there's a whole website dedicated to videos like that, though.
It's probably a website devoted to the websites that upload those videos.
I mean, I know some people are into Isn't zoophilia illegal?
I would hope so.
Because I remember whenever I got a virus on my computer, and it was a virus, I wasn't looking any of that up, I swear. It said that I was going to be... Alright, let me tell a little bit of the backstory. I had a computer, and I was going to go over to a friend's house, and I was on the website Addicting Games. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that, but it's a website with a bunch of little arcade games, and I'm playing on one of them, and there's ads on the sides, and I clicked on one of the ads, and that took me to some other website, and I clicked out of it as soon as it popped up, and then next thing I know, my screen goes black, an FBI warning on my screen pops up that says, I'm going to be arrested for child pornography, zoophilia, necrophilia.
Necrophilia, by looking up stuff on a website. That's. Are you sure that was on the list?
Yeah, it was. I still have the computer. The virus is still there.
Ugh.
I was about ready to poop myself. I was really scared because I'm like, oh my gosh. I went on some shady website on accident. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So it told me I had to pay a $200 fine within 72 hours or federal agents would show up at my house. And I'm just like, oh my god, what am I going to do? I call my friend up and he comes over and we're just trying to figure out what to do. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to jail. Let's order a pizza and enjoy my time of freedom. And so we ordered a pizza and we're just eating it. And we're looking at the computer, and then we look down more, and it accused me of terrorist threats and zoophilia. So at that point, I kind of thought, for one thing, if I actually was caught looking up child pornography or owning child pornography, I don't think they would give me a warning. I think they'd just come here and arrest me.
Yeah. The FBI wouldn't warn you if you're doing something illegal. They wouldn't say, "Ooh, you were looking at plans on how to make a special type of homemade gun. We're going to come and arrest you for being bad." They wouldn't do that. They would just show up at your door and tear it down.
They gave me instructions like, go to your local Target, buy this payment card thing, type in the serial code, and you'll be let go.
Just give us your mom's credit card number, and then we promise the FBI won't come and do anything bad. Well, I better do what they say.
I was scared. I was really scared. It's a good virus, though. I mean, I couldn't even get into safe mode on that computer now. Like,
yeah, I don't know how you manage that one.
I manage that virus, or how I get it off.
How you managed how to get your computer so screwed up that you couldn't unscrew it with a system restore.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's a new one. That's not just a virus, that's a worm.
That's scary is what it is. I didn't have any credit card information on it or anything, so I wasn't too worried. Like, I didn't have any payment information.
Guess what I'm listening to?
What?
Disturbed.
That's what's up. What song?
Prayer. It's the
That's a
only
good
one I
song.
have.
That's a good song.
Not because I didn't buy anymore, but because this is the only one I could find on my stack of CDs.
That's a good song, though. It came out with a new album. I've been too lazy to check it out, though.
Okay. I'm gonna pop open my phone. Speaking of phone.
Yeah, you want to pick the next topic?
Sure. I was thinking we could talk about game sequels that we think would be great to come out with.
So,
because obviously, we all want Star Wars Battlefront 3. Everybody.
Oh my gosh.
I already talked about me wanting Fallout 4, but I really want a new Battlefront.
If anyone has ever played Battlefront 1 and 2, then yeah, you want it.
You want it. Like, you would pay good money for that.
I mean, you like it, and you want more, and maybe your parents won't let you. And I'm referencing a Progressive commercial, by the way. It's a good commercial.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
The series, it was a lot of fun on PS2 and then the original Xbox. I think if it came out on the new gen console with great graphics and all that stuff.
The rumor is that EA is right now, I believe they signed with Disney because Disney owns Star Wars and LucasArts shut down. I'm pretty sure EA now holds the contract to develop all future Star Wars titles. So you better hope that they have who is it? DICE. They make Battlefield. You better hope that they get somebody like DICE to make the new Battlefront because that would be amazing.
They don't necessarily have to get DICE to do it. They just have to get their game engine.
Yeah, their game engine would be a dream.
Imagine destructible environments with that. Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't want everything to be destructible, but some would be nice, like trees and stuff.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like, you could, buildings don't become completely destroyed. It's just if you hit the side of a building with a RPG, part of it's going to fall down.
Honestly, they probably won't release a Battlefront until information comes out in the next Star Wars movie, because after the next Star Wars movie gets all this stuff, they'll have a new plot to build the games off from.
Do you think they're going to wait till the whole new trilogy is done, or just
No,
the first?
they'll probably just make one for every movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first two Battlefront games were, they're both made off from the original series. The only difference between Battlefront 1 and 2 was the Episode 3 came out. Yeah. So they had a few new levels, but a lot of them are recycled, which I was fine with. I loved all the old levels.
You know what would be a good sequel?
What?
Halo Wars 2.
Oh, yeah, that was actually one I wanted to bring up, yeah. I would love to have that. Most people hated that game.
I mean, if you're an RTS player, you either love, you have to be a very specific group of people to enjoy the game. You either have to like RTSs, which half people don't even like RTSs, and then you have to like that kind of RTS. Because
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
I grew up with its predecessor, Age of Empires 2,
Yeah.
and that was my favorite RTS of all time.
Yeah, some people like I've never played about the game League of Legends. I've heard a lot of people who played League of Legends didn't really like Halo Wars just because they were kind of two different styles.
Yeah, I
I
only
mean,
played two real RPGs, and that was Age of Empires, excuse me, RTS,
yeah.
and I would classify Medieval Total War as RTS. That was another one of my favorites.
I play Civilization Revolution every once in a while, and that game's a lot of fun.
Okay, Ensemble. So, those are pretty much the games that I really want to come out. I'm not really sure on what else could come out. Maybe EA, what they could do to be really original is come out with a new Madden title and like a new basketball title. And like 2K could come out with like a 2K 2014 title. That would totally blow us all away. We wouldn't see
Yeah.
any of those coming.
What's it called? I'm pretty sure that Madden just got completely blown away with basketball just because 2K was such a better developer. Like, if 2K made a football game, then EA would be completely out of the sports market.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think you'll be able to take it from Madden because people aren't going to go, you want to play the new 2K football? Madden
thing about
it's a cultural thing. When you say Madden, you're talking about football. When
Yeah.
you're talking about football, you're not necessarily talking about Madden, but, you know, everybody, when they think video game football, they're thinking about Madden.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they can ever take that away. Not for many, many moons.
Yeah, the thing about it, though, is, like, I know you never really played sports games, but I played 2K11 baseball, basketball, and then 2K13 basketball.
I played some, actually. I
And-
played a few football games. One that I loved was Madden Street that
Yeah, I played
me and
that.
an old buddy of mine used to play.
The thing with 2K games is whenever you do a My Career mode or a My Player mode, what's it called? There is a ton of customization and there's like a ton of endorsements and there's actually a pretty good backstory to them most of the time. But with Madden games, all you do is you create your character, you get drafted, and then you play the games. Like
Yeah.
there's literally nothing.
And I don't like the user interface. It's really, to me, I've never been able to figure out how to do anything.
I
It's
can
like,
figure
I
it
know
out.
how
I
to start a game. I know how to start a season with a team, but I don't know how to set up my player and get him drafted or anything like that. It was always so complicated. I couldn't ever get it done.
There's not even like a combine either.
Yeah, it was just
Like-
awful.
Generally in a sport, and like any sport, if you're a college player or a walk-on or whatever, you're going to go to that professional version of the sport. There's generally going to be like a pro game where you just play a game with other rookies and scouts and GMs watch, or there's going to be combines where you get speed times and all that. No, in Madden you just create the player and you'll get randomly drafted, and then you'll automatically become the starter, even if even if you're a quarterback and you get drafted to the Green Bay Packers, you're automatically going to start over Aaron Rodgers. It's like it was so dumb.
That sounds so retarded.
It was awful.
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember. Back for my PS2, I had it was either Madden 04 or 06, and it was the very first year that it came out with the Superstar mode, and that one was actually fun because there was backstory. Like you had your own apartment, and you had your own agent. You got to pick your own agent. And you had your own advice person, and you go get haircuts, and it was fun. It was fun.
I have another game that I think you will 100% agree with me on, and I think everybody here will. Like, this is, like, to me, this is, like, as big as Battlefront 3. I always hesitate because I'm afraid I'm going to say Battlefield.
Yeah.
Ready? Ready for what
Yeah.
I'm about to say?
Yeah.
Castle Crashers 2.
I was thinking that. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That, I would dig that.
What if there was a mode where you could play as the princesses?
That would be the worst mode ever.
Yeah, for the worst
How many
game.
women do you know that would play that game?
You never know.
I think I do.
You know what's crazy? There's actually a lot of girls that play Skyrim.
Well, Skyrim's a little different.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying,
Little
like,
bit. Not much.
like
But the
that's
humor's different.
like that's just one of the things that surprises me. I'm pretty sure, like, I know, like, personally, I know like 7 or 8 girls that play Skyrim in my school
Really?
that I didn't even know like had an Xbox or PS3 or anything.
Now they have it on computer. You know what? We can talk about game sequels we found most disappointing.
Yeah, we could.
So, I guess I'll start on this one.
Okay.
Um, you've heard me tell you this on how disappointed I was with Fable 2
Yes.
because I was diehard Fable 1. That was my favorite fantasy style game. Other than Halo, that was my favorite Xbox game. And
Yes.
Fable 2 was nothing like the first one. None of the characters except for Teresa, and it was awful.
Yeah.
The engine was different, gameplay was different, and it was like a really, I don't mean to say liberal, but it was like very, oh, gay rights, ooh, this and that, and it was just so in my face. Like, it was like they literally just looked at me and said, "You love this game? We're gonna throw that all out the window."
Just
That's
like
what
my
it
school
felt
lunch.
like. And I never finished it. I got like 60% through the game, and I just got so mad. I didn't even want the achievements on my record.
Um, this game, it wasn't necessarily a sequel. It was more of an update. I was very disappointed by the updated RuneScape. Like
Like, what about it?
it originally, it was very it wasn't basic per se, but it was simpler.
You just said per se.
Is there a problem with that?
Oh, man.
Is there a problem with me saying per se?
It sounds funny. I'm not
Kinda
saying that it
does.
was bad per se, but per se.
The old RuneScape wasn't bad per se, but
It wasn't really good per se.
No, but they just updated it and they added in way too many dumb features. And per se, they screwed the game up.
Okay, here's one. I don't know if you played Force Unleashed. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Did
that
you ever
was
play the
disappointing.
sequel?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sequel didn't necessarily have a bad storyline. It just took 2 hours to complete the entire game. And I don't know about you, but for $60, I'm expecting a lot more than 2 hours. I'm not paying $30 an hour to play a game.
I felt awful for the people that bought the game new.
Oh, I didn't buy it new. My brother bought it new, and man, that
What
was
I did was, I traded my friend. Like we didn't trade. Like I let him borrow Assassin's Creed 2, and he let me borrow The Force Unleashed 2. And afterwards, he gave me the game back. He's like, "You could just keep Force Unleashed back. I've done everything in it."
yeah. It doesn't take long.
Yeah.
And it had a terrible cliffhanger because because of what they did to it.
It depends on what side you chose.
Well, both sides are pretty. Like, I thought it was a pretty good ending, all things considered. But because it was so thrown together, it was essentially okay. You do this, you rescue General Coda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The blind guy.
Yeah, and then you go on to Camino, and that was the whole game.
Yeah.
The only reason it took 2 hours instead of one is because you spent 1 hour fighting that stupid giant monster in the arena.
I remember
It
that.
took
That was like
a
the second
whole
mission.
freaking hour to do that one part.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought the first one was better.
the first one was a great game, but they made it too repetitive. They made you do all these really annoying things.
Every level, like you just like went through the same area over and over again.
And the game was, I'm not going to talk about this game too much, but I was disappointed in Assassin's Creed Revelations. I never played Assassin's Creed 3 because everybody said it sucked. But Revelations, I found it to be very watered down and stale. And it just seemed like Ubisoft was beating a dead horse to get more money.
I felt like I feel like they're kind of shying away from what the original, what the series was like originally about. It's like honor, revenge, stuff like that, and now it's a pirate booty. You've heard about
Plundering
Black
our
Flag.
booty, an Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Yeah.
So dumb. I mean, I thought the Assassin's Creed 3, I thought that was pretty cool, but
Yeah, I thought, that's an interesting take on it, and yeah, I heard it
I
had
feel
an
like-
awful ending.
I feel like Assassin's Creed 3 should have taken place in Italy again, like with, where it should have finished the whole story and then gone on
Yeah,
to the Revolution.
Revelation.
Revolution.
Revelation.
Revolution.
Revelation.
Revolution.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to complain about ODST. I mean, it was kind of a hastily thrown together game, but I enjoyed it. I didn't think the graphics were great
It
in Halo 3 ODST, but
the,
I still liked playing the game, and I would play it if someone asked me to.
I thought it was very fun to play as a co-op game.
Yeah.
Like that was, I think it focused a lot on co-op. But the thing that I will always appreciate that ODST did was it brought us the Halo Reach beta.
Oh yeah. I
That
finally
beta,
deleted it off my hard drive.
you still haven't deleted it?
No, I did. I just did like 2 weeks ago.
I had to. I was
I
literally
out
running
of
out of
room.
my sister's boyfriend gave me Battlefield 3 because he's a PC gamer now, and he just gave me Battlefield 3. But the problem was the disc was scratched, and like no matter what you did, it just wouldn't work. The only way it would work is if you rented another one or found another Battlefield 3 disc that worked and installed it to the hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably used about 10 gigabytes with all the updates and installing it because that's a huge game.
Yeah. Halo 4 is no small game either. That has like 15 gigs on my hard drive.
Yeah, let me check actually how many gigs I have on like all the Halos combined because I have a ton.
But we're not finished with my topics on Halo for a launch. I mean, I got things to say.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But let's see, consoles storage, hard drive.
Listen to this Halo 4 music is actually very nice background music.
Yeah, Battlefield 3. I have 12.9 gigabytes. Battlefield 3 Disc 1 installed is 7.3. HD content is 1.5. Battlefield update is 2.1. Update 6 is 2.0.
So how much is it in total?
12.9, almost 13
I've got
gigs.
more for Halo 4. I have the first disc of Halo installed on my hard drive,
Uh-huh.
and you have to install a second disc, and then I've got all the DLC.
Yeah. Halo 3, I actually only have 1.5 gig because I deleted a bunch of stuff.
Oh, how I miss Halo 3. The connection, but the online doesn't work for it at all.
Yeah, Halo
Reaches
4,
is
I only
still
have,
really good, I think.
yeah, Halo 4, I only have 3.6 gigs.
What was your opinion? You know, we were playing Reach the other night. What did you think of the connection? It was the first time you've been there in a while.
Halo, we played that earlier today.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Did we really?
We played it at like 8 in the morning.
No, because I wasn't even awake until 10.
No, you were up. You were up.
No, I got it. Well, it would be an hour earlier for you, so it would have been 9 for you.
Okay, yeah, it was
but it was like 10 o'clock. I was out cold until 10.
I was up at like 8:50 and you were up at like 9:50 and you told me that the only reason you were up is because I was on and didn't something like that. And yeah, we played. It was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than Halo 4.
Anytime
honestly.
you want to go back, I'm there. But,
oh yeah.
Back onto my disappointing things. I was not disappointed with Reach. I'm going to lay that out right now. I will tell you some huge flaws on why it wasn't received well, though.
Mm-hmm.
Graphics were below par. I didn't care. I just enjoyed the gameplay. It ran smoothly. However, the campaign was atrocious. The character development was non-existent. It didn't play in mission to mission well. I had difficulty understanding what my mission was at the time.
I feel like they kind of ripped away the characters too quickly.
Yeah.
Let me reword that. Not necessarily too quickly. They did it all at once.
Yeah, it was just like, you didn't even like Kat, so when she died, you're like, finally!
Yeah, I don't have to worry about her bad. I think Bungie literally just programmed her as a bad driver just as a
she ran me over so many times I couldn't count. She killed me more than anybody else in multiplayer.
I wonder if that was purposely designed or if that they literally just like...
Yeah. If you really wanted to make it cool, they should have made it like, George like actually saves your life, or you actually save their lives in certain times. But
yeah, you never saved anyone, really.
Yeah. You never save anyone, and the only time you were ever saved was once in the game, early in the game. Carter, you were tackled by an elite, and Carter kicked him off you.
You were kind of saved in the last mission.
Well, yeah, and then when Carter smashed his, what's it called? Yeah. Pelican into the Scarab. But yeah.
You were really... And the mission where George died, you weren't really saved per se, but you were more...
You're going to start saying per se just to piss me off.
That one was honestly on accident. That one was never just what came to my mind. No, but... Like whenever he like throws you off, because I'm pretty sure your character would have stayed, if not.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I picked him up and threw him out.
Yeah,
But any nerd, not to sound like when I say this, people are used to screaming nerd, nerd,
yeah.
nerd.
Nerd.
But Spartan threes could not jump from orbit. Bungie completely dropped the ball on that one. A Spartan three's armor was too cheaply made to fall from orbit.
Yeah.
They can't drop from atmosphere. They don't have that lock-in ability like Spartan 2s had.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing that out there.
Oh, and if everyone does call us nerds, you're the one watching a podcast centered around video games on YouTube.
Get a life, you freaking loser. No, please don't leave. We need your review.
Yeah. Just go ahead and like and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo Anniversary, not really a sequel, a remake, but I
respected it.
Well, the lip syncing was terrible. They didn't sync the lip syncs in the cutscenes, but other than that, I thought that the game was pretty well made.
They left it very vanilla.
Vanilla, not vanilla.
Vanilla.
But I was very disgusted on one thing that they did.
What's that?
Didn't do. When I heard it was announced, I just assumed they were having a full remake of all multiplayer.
That would be nice.
And when it wasn't there, it broke my heart. And another thing they said that all the Reach maps, you could click into Reach multiplayer on the disc, and it would take you to the maps in the Reach engine. But it didn't make any sense because they said it was going to have all the maps, and it didn't even have all the new maps. All it had was the Anniversary map pack.
Yeah.
So it really screwed that up. And
I really enjoyed the Anniversary multiplayer, though.
I did most of the time, but the 343 completely wrecked the community in Reach. Most people say they brought it back. They did not.
Yeah, they're like the Obama.
All they did was they had the Anniversary playlist, the Evolved playlist, which was TU, and then they had Standard Reach. And they said that most people like Title Update. They did not.
No.
I hated it. Everybody I've asked has hated it. So they divided it into 3 different game engines.
Mm-hmm.
And Standard Reach had more people on it than any other one, except for occasionally in Evolved, just because Big Team Battle wasn't Evolved. And the population stayed the same no matter what playlist it was in. It was always at about 15,000.
Yep. What time are we at in the video?
I think it's about an hour and a half.
On this segment or just total?
Hold on, let me check my recorder. If I can figure out how. Do you want me to... I'll have to pause it if I check.
No, just look what it is, like what we're at right now.
Oh, on the video call thing?
Yeah, because... Well, no, not on the video call, because we had 53 minutes on the first part.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, we're recording... We've had 2 recordings so far. What's this recording we're on right now?
Yeah, that doesn't show on the recording.
Okay.
Let me see if I've got any other games. I'm pretty sure I'm just about out of sequels that I want or didn't like.
Do you want to call it whenever we're done with this?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
We need to find new topics. I'm almost out.
Oh, I have topics, but I don't want to make it run too long since this is the first one.
Let's see if I have any more games to complain about.
If anyone's even watching at this point.
If anybody's watching at all, it'll be like 2 views and it'll be us.
Yeah. if anyone is still watching at this point, comment, what's something that they should comment?
They could try and figure out what microphone I'm using or try and place my accent.
If you're still watching at this point, post, per se.
Yeah. Just say, I'm not saying you're from this part of New York per se, but you sound like you're from that part per se.
Yeah, something like that, if you're still watching,
yes.
So that we know.
It can be a drinking game. For every per se, I have to take a shot.
Every time I say per se, you have to take a shot. I heard this awesome drinking game with a Family Guy.
Every time they repeat some kind of footage, you have to take a drink, I'm guessing.
Anytime Peter has a flashback or has to fight the chicken, you take a shot. Anytime Brian says something liberal, you have to take a shot. Anytime Stewie tried to kill Lois, you had to take a shot. Then anytime Meg got made fun of, you had to take a shot.
I was just about to say, what about Meg being made fun of? That was nice.
You'd be passed out on the floor by the end of that.
Definitely.
That's like literally the whole show. I love that show though. It's a good show.
Yeah, Cleveland show
Hey,
got canceled.
why are mopeds still riding? Oh, it's only 10:30. Wow.
Yeah, it's earlier than you thought.
Sorry, I just looked outside and it was like pitch black. I thought it was like 12.
I would not be on doing this at 1 o'clock in the morning.
No. Do you think of any more games?
I could think of a couple more things to talk about real quick.
Okay.
Like game titles that I loved, but didn't really get much attention. Because I used to play a lot of Rock Band 2, and Rock Band 3.
No one has talked about any kind of music games anymore. Do they still
it
make
was a fad. It's gone. Nobody's playing them anymore. But I loved the Beatles Rock Band because I'm a big Beatles fan.
Yeah.
And I have like 200 of their songs on my computer, and we have all of their CDs.
Shut up. One Direction is totally the best band in Britain.
The Beatles, I just loved it, but it did not sell well. People didn't really care for it. But everybody that played it gave it good reviews. It's just nobody played it.
Yeah.
Anything else you got to say?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't really see anything else.
All right, guys, this was the very first podcast of the Golden Voices podcast.
We're sorry it sucked.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
Okay.
But yeah, next time, hopefully we'll have another person or two, and maybe that'll probably make it more interesting. Yeah, comment and subscribe. Go to all the channels below. It'll be all the directors, moderators,
right.
moderators. Huh?
Make sure to favorite, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, favorite.
Yeah. I have a huge dick. Yeah, subscribe. I'm so hard.
Oh, you don't know what hard is until you felt me.
I have.
And with that, good night, everybody.
Good night, America.